The residency with the National Museum of Ireland is for 2 years, and my proposed long-term project is to look at the flags and banners collection here and then to reflect on that. But I'm also particularly interested in this period of history, the War of Independence and the Civil War. I find myself already walking around these fantastic collections, so that's also incredibly inspirational. I see my role in the museum as a kind of mediator, a person who invites people in to get involved in the culture of the museum, and also bring the museum out to bring a reciprocal relationship to the wider public. Possibly one of the most important things in the studio will be the coffee machine, to invite people in, to kickstart conversations, and those conversations will lead to projects. 100 years later, when we think of Ireland, cultural identities are much more complex. When we think of cultural identity, I don't mean, ethnicity. I also mean, this broader scope of what people mean by sexuality and class and gender and all these kind of questions. And I think this will come through the work in lots of different ways. What I hope to do is to invite a lot of people to design their own flag, a future flag for Ireland, for example. In a country where over 90 languages are spoken. And in doing so, that might throw up some really interesting questions about, the diversity of Irish people today. It's very exciting to walk into this building and you walk into Clark Square. And, the architecture alone is overwhelming. Can you imagine that whole square full of people carrying their own flags in a non-militaristic way? So what's interesting for me, we've moved from that phase of militarism into being an open space for citizens.